Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Off-play action, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, King. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. King. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Cook up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Fields on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, Fields. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. King flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. 17, Bears nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space hit. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. King. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back-to-back running plays, putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Operating from the gun. King. He's going to look deep down the field. This is intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Bears 7. Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Fields. Sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit for defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run it again with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies. It's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Back to throw, Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. All eyes on Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Off play action, Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.